It's a great day here at KEKFILA's YouTube channel. I am your host, the KEKFILA. Today I'm bringing you round 5, where I'm currently 4-0 in this Queen journey in this tournament. So 4-0, I'm actually against the legend and the great Russell Laparre. I do have some oh, this is really weird. I do have some shenanigans I do here, okay? But before we start the video, I want to say, make sure you guys like the videos and subscribe if you're liking the videos, right? I guess don't do it if you're not liking the videos, but why are you here to begin with? So, and with that, we're just kind of getting along. So with this, he actually wins the die roll. He decides to go first. So, which is fine. I think that's good for me, actually, but I don't really know his curve. And putting me on first is also good curve for me. So it's kind of mixed. So I don't mulligan. He does mulligan. And if you guys don't know who Russell Laparre is, go follow his Twitter. Things like that. Kind of a legend. He actually just mains Luffy. And I've seen Flash Raven's comment, I'm just going to damage deny the shit out of this. So, and then do things. So he goes his first turn, doesn't do anything. Do my first turn, I don't do anything. I give him a 1k counter. He plays out a Nico Robin. Pretty juice from here. And then I decide to not swing. And I play down a 3-cost card, which is a... I think if I don't want to swing or not. I don't know why I'm thinking about this so long. I play down the pound, right? So I'm basically, I'm worried if I play down something, a bigger blocker, he's just going to remove it with that. So let's just remove it now with that, so I don't have to worry about this, because Robin's honestly probably one of the better cards in this, in what he's doing. So he first actually plays down the Nami. With that Nami, he searches the top 5. I don't know what he finds here, but it looks like he finds out a Rad Beam, which is pretty pog. It's going to be only a 2k counter for most of the game. So he puts his Dawn under the Robin, swings 4. It KOs the pound. During that attack, Robin is then fizzled out because I put her to the bottom of the life. So attack fizzles out. He swings 5 at me, and I decide to take it, and he plays down the Sanji. He does not take his life right away with Sanji, which a little bit of a mistake. Just take it away right away. And then I bottom decked that, and in my turn I red rock Sanji. So he goes to his turn. He's showing how many cards he has as well. And next time just take it right away. So he actually plays down the Machino. He's trying to put the pressure on here and makes this really big, really hard for me to guard. So you know what I do? If someone makes it really hard for me to guard, I take it. So yeah, there we go. It's actually a 3,000 worlds. I will bottom deck your Nami. I will attack your Machino in just a moment. I will get to that soon. So I get lucky. I see a 3,000 worlds, which is pretty juice. And then he swings 8 at me. I do give him 2Ks. I don't want to go down too low in life. He places down a Sanji, and then he uses Sanji's skill to get and draw a card, which is, I'm like, dang, that's really juice. That's a really freaking juice. So I swing 5 at his Machino, and I pay 8 drop for a Katakuri. I put the Sanji at the bottom of life. Now my opponent has 6 life in this game. He has an insane amount of life, and we're just going from here. So with that, he goes to his 9 Dawn turn. He thinks here for a moment. And it's really funny when you have to actually adjust your dice, and he's trying to adjust his life to make sure it's in screen. It was pretty juice. His life is pretty good here. So with that, he then throws, I don't know how much he's gonna throw on his leader, but I may have to just take it regardless. So he actually throws 2 on his leader, and I actually do want to guard out of it, especially if he has a rusher coming through. I see lose cards, so I actually ditched one of my blockers here, my 3-drop blockers, with a Gum Rain. So now I'm in the threshold to start playing cards and gaining life. He plays down the Pell, and I do have a Yamato in hand, guys, but I top deck a Mihawk, which is even better. I bottom deck the Pell, which is obviously actually pretty juice. And I go 6 at his leader, I gain a life. So, and then I go 8 at his leader, which, kind of mixed. I think I'm okay waiting, but I have a Yamato. I don't really care. I kind of am going to play down big cards anyway. I'm going to have to get him down soon. He's going to have to counter out when he gets to closer to lower life. And his lower life cards aren't very threatening. Like a Robin's not going to really scare me. So he plays down the Nami. I believe he actually whiffs. He whiffs with the Nami. He plays down the Buggy. And he decides to grab an event, a Jet Pistol, which is pretty juice. So with that, he now goes to his next move here. He's thinking, should he Jet Pistol? Should he do some attacks here and there? He actually throws 3 using Luffy's skill, 4 cards. I'm like, okay, that makes a lot of sense. And he swings a 9k at that Katakuri. I decide to let it die because it requires 2k counter. He plays down the Luffy. And with Luffy, he thinks here what he wants to do. And, you know, like I kind of actually want to attack with this so I can attack it. So I, take the damage because probably have no choice here. So, and my hand is pretty stacked up here. I can't really gain a life unless I somehow ditch 2 cards. And I think I even tell him that. I'm like, yeah, I can't really gain a life unless I ditch 2 cards here, which may or may not happen. So I think about this. I need to attack really big into this Luffy. I need to attack really small into this Luffy. The thing is, I want to actually attack the Luffy and bottom deck it. So I decided to do a 6k at the Luffy. And I don't get any draw skills, and I give a 9k at the Luffy. He actually lets it die, which I'm like, okay. And then I play I play the Yamato. I don't get to gain a life, but I'm going to remove his Buggy. So kind of silly of this. I don't get the life regeneration from Yamato, which is pretty juice, but I, again, just get to deal with his board. So he swings really big at my Mihawk. He swings 11 at it. So I just need 3k counter, and I decide, that's actually worth it. I'll give you 3k counter to save my Mihawk. I actually would like to save that. So counter if he goes 12k, then it's it's all different. But my opponent then he could have probably put another card and then used Luffy's skill with that, but regardless of that, he didn't look like he doesn't play anything, and he just passes turn with 1 Dawn up and swinging 5 at me, and I even take it, right? So I go 9 drop Yamato. I remove that. I do get the life, and I swing 6 at him, gaining a life. And there's no reason for me not to swing with these. I swing 9. I swing 9. He takes both of these. I have 2 in hand, and it kind of gives him room to do something similar again and swing at me and maybe remove 2 cards if he has that Jet Pistol still, and a Gordon. A Gordon Jet Pistol removes 1 card, and then him swinging big at me removes another. So he actually fiery dolls. He swings 11 again at the Mihawk. And it looks like, I'm like, well, yeah, I'll give you a 2k and a 1k. That's fine by me, buddy. And then, he thinks here for a moment. He pays 1. He Gordons and gets rid of the standing Yamato. And I said, that's fine. So that's all gone. And then he ends turn with, it looks like at least 2 Dawn up. I can't just finish him here because he has a Rad Beam in hand. But again, I don't have to finish him here. And I actually mathed this all wrong. Very wrong. I have a Mihawk in my hand. I can play the Mihawk for later, but I could have just swung my characters first. I swing a 10 at him. He gives me counter for this. So I decided to swing 9 at him now. He takes the 9. And I think here for a moment, well, I don't want the Yamato dying to some rush BS. I have no counter in hand. I decide to pass turn. So, and again, I'm at 4 life. I am chilling on life, right? I'm at 4 life. He's at 1 life. It's pretty rough for him. So he plays on first a Luffy, and then he adds a Dawn here. Again, I have only 1 card in hand. He needs to swing exactly 9 at me, which I obviously let it die. And then he swings 6 at me, which I obviously take, and then he just passes turn. So with that, again, I just only care about removing his field, and he's probably going to let that Luffy die if I even attack it once. So I decide to sing 9 at his leader, seeing what he does first, and he gives me Red Hawk at that. So now he has no Dawn active, so I can't kill him this turn anymore. I play down the Mihawk, removing that. I swing 6 at his leader, and I decide to not draw or do anything because I have too many cards in hand. And I actually have a reaction where I'm pretty psyched that I'm doing so well. And he decides to scoop because, I basically saw it all. He's like, wow, Yamato this, Yamato that. That was kind of his thing with that. But at this point, I'm 5-0, feeling pretty good. My chat's going up. Everything's going big here. I talked to him a little bit about, business as usual, seeing how things are going for him. And if you guys like that video, make sure you guys check out my stream, first of all. in the description. And make sure you guys like the video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'll see you all in the next spicy video here at the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao.